Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the third episode of Game of Thrones Season 8, The Long Night. Obviously there are spoilers in this video. First of all, wow, this episode was absolutely incredible. I love the way they started it with the shaking hands of Sam and everyone just being so worried and so terrified. And then Melisandre comes in and I'm like, ugh. And then she lights all the Dothraki swords on fire and then they charge and just, it was so, first of all, those shots, first the one that comes from above them and then from behind and then the one from far away as they're running and the light is going, and then what a beautiful cinematic way to show them all dying. Just their lights going out one by one. First of all, very symbolic. Second of all, wow. Like, just wow. I can't even... So good. So beautiful. And then, of course, the battle begins. I don't want to recap the whole episode. It was this was the longest episode of Game of Thrones to date. Maybe, I think it might be the longest episode of the season too. It was, but it didn't feel long. I mean, I was very much on the edge of my seat the whole time, but it did not feel long at all. Let's cut to the chase. I thought a lot more main characters were gonna die. I'm happy that more didn't, but I'm also kind of bummed because it just felt like more of them would die. My family and I bet on deaths and White Walker turns and who would kill the Night King, and I did not do very well in that betting because I got some of them right. But definitely not all of them. I don't know how my dad predicted it, but let's just cut to the chase. Arya freaking Stark killing the Night King. I always thought it was going to be Jon. It felt like the person that was like set up over all these seasons it felt like it was supposed to be Jon. But Jon was not making it to Bran, and that was very stressful. And and then Melisandre was all like, blue eyes, and Arya was like, and I genuinely thought Arya was going to die right then. And then she did that drop thing that Rey does in Star Wars, and then she stabbed him. Oh my god. Catherine and I think we woke up our entire dorm building because we screamed. Like, screamed. It was crazy. And I'm so glad Arya did it because I love her. Everything that Arya went through in this episode was so cool. From the Hound saving, from like just the that scene with her in the library was so similar to the raptor scene from Jurassic Park. I was literally freaking out. I was like, at any moment she's gonna turn, she's gonna like look one way and then look the other way, and it's just gonna be like a white right there. She was amazing in this episode. I did not think she was gonna die, and I'm glad she didn't, obviously. But I still cannot believe she killed the Night King. That is, I just want to rewatch that over and over and over again. It was so amazing. And he was so cocky, walking around all like, yeah, I know Jon Snow's charging up behind me, but I'm fine. And then he just like swaggers up to Bran. He's like, hey. And it's just like, oh my god, you're so cocky, Mr. Night King. And then, oh my god, the dragon battles. What? Like, oh my god, that was so I was so scared we were gonna lose. Not even just one of the dragons, but both of them. I genuinely had that fear inside me. I was like, I can't do this. Watching one of them die was hard enough. So that was insane. And the shot, oh my god, the cinematography was completely stunning. The director of the Battle of the Bastards and Hardhome is the one who directed this episode. Speaking of Hardhome, this again. One of my favorite shots, just of film of television of all time, is that shot of Jon Snow pulling out his sword and like the Bolton cavalry coming at him. one of my favorite shots, and this episode had no shortage of screensaver shots, like money, absolute money shots, from the dragons flying above the clouds with the moon to the Dothraki in the beginning, and just so much of it was just so, like, Dany and Ser Jorah standing, rip Ser Jorah, that was heartbreaking. I knew he was gonna die though, and I knew he was gonna die in front of Dany, but them standing and fighting back to back, just it was all so beautiful, and the way they utilized the darkness and the frost mixed with the fire, it was so cool and so beautiful, and the blue fire of the other dragon, it was a masterpiece. It was beautiful. Some of the characters that did survive, I'm very happy to see survive. I really, really thought some of the ones that didn't die were gonna go. Like, I thought for sure that Grey Worm, Brienne of Tarth, maybe Tormund, maybe Gendry or Podrick. I thought more of them were going to die. I knew Theon was going to die. I'm so glad he got an honorable death, and that he had that moment with Bran where Bran said thank you and that you're a good man. Like, that was so nice. Theon did a lot of awful things in the earlier seasons, but I think he's really, like, beyond redeemed himself, and it was actually really sad to see him go. I thought that was the saddest death, actually, in this episode, which was crazy, because if you told me that a few seasons ago, I'd have been like, no. But he's come so far, and a lot of props to Elfie Allen as an actor, too, because he's done a lot. Oh, yeah, just let me know in the comments down below if you guys are, like, unable to, like, think straight. I'm just so thrown off by how many people didn't die. I mean, like, a lot of people died, like, clearly, a lot. But they were red shirts. I am kind of relieved, because after Endgame, I just, you know, you guys know how I reacted to Endgame. If you want to find out, check out my non-spoiler review. I cried through the whole thing. But it's crazy to see how far some of these characters have gone and how far they've made it. I particularly liked seeing Sansa and Tyrion have those moments together. I think that the crypts were a missed opportunity in terms of calling back to some old characters. I think they definitely should have shown the crypts that these White Walkers were coming out of. Like, if, like, one came out of Lyanna Stark's, then, like, I think they should have showed that. Like, they were kind of just faceless. Maybe I missed it, but I thought that would have been really cool. But I was telling my friends, like, I don't know how, like, I'm sure a lot of the bodies, like, I'm sure a lot of the people want to see, like Ned or Catelyn Stark, like, they don't have those bodies. Catelyn Stark's body was dumped in a lake, and Ned Stark's body was definitely done, I don't know, Joffrey did something awful to it because he put the head on a stake. But yeah, there is a lot happening in that episode, and I love the way the intensity went up and down and up and down and up and down. It made the episode a lot more interesting and a lot more engaging, rather than just seeing a very overwhelming battle. And it was very overwhelming at first. Like, I didn't know who was fighting who was alive, who wasn't. People were just dying and stabbing, and it was all happening very quickly, and it was very overwhelming. But when they started to light up with the fire, that made a huge difference. And the coloring, as I said, was beautiful. It was absolutely stunning. What did you guys think about some of these things in particular? Like, did you expect the dragon fight? Did you expect Arya Stark to be the one to kill the Night King? Are you happy that it was her? Do you like the way she did it? It's so crazy. Like, and Bran is just sitting there like, I know you're walking towards me, but I also know you're about to die. And it's like, it's just, it's so bizarre. The show is such a masterpiece that I can't even, like, process half of what happens in it, because it's so meticulously crafted, and it's fascinating and a joy to watch. So, again, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this episode. It was definitely the most exciting and intense episode of this season. Oh, and I can't end this video without talking about Lyanna Mormont. That was, wow. I was very sad to see her go, but she went in an epic way, taking out that giant. And she's one ruthless, tough little girl, and I'm proud of her. And that actress, I hope she keeps acting because she's great. How did you guys feel about that? Subscribe if you want to see more of my coverage from the rest of the episodes going forward. There aren't that many. We're halfway through the final season of Game of Thrones. Yeah, there's not that much left, guys. It's wow. You can also check out my reviews of the last 2 episodes, which are up on my channel, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked the episode. Tell me everything that you guys thought about it, your theories going forward. Are you surprised they defeated the Army of the Dead so quickly? I kind of was, but I'm not that upset about it at the same time because I'm so annoyed by the Night King. Like, he's so cocky. It's like the same thing with you know those, like, there's heroes that you love to hate and then you hate, just hate, like love to hate Dumbledore, not Dumbledore, sorry, Voldemort, because it's a fascinating character. Hate, just absolutely just hating, like Ramsay Bolton or something like that. And then there's just like villains that you just hate, like not even like hate or like because they, like, this is just a hate because they annoy me, not because they disgust or despise me. They just annoy me, like Pennywise and the Night King. Those are the only 2 people on the list, things on the list. But yeah. Let me know again all of your thoughts on this episode. I really want to hear them, and I really want to know what you guys think is going to happen going forward because I have absolutely no idea. Like, my theory box is empty. So let me know, and I look forward to talking about the next episode with you guys a week from today. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.